Hey, welcome to the Open Floor Podcast. It's your girl, Yan.
And it's your girl, Nikki.
And today we're going to talk about letting go.
So hard to do.
It is. So let's start off with some questions. What's the hardest part about letting go for you?
The hardest part about letting go for me is not knowing what the outcome would be if you let go.
Mm-hmm.
Or like just not knowing what opportunities you might miss, or if you made the wrong decision, or if you made a mistake or whatever. Like, dang, I shouldn't have did that. Or, just regretting it, honestly, if it wasn't meant for me to let it go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I totally can relate. I feel like that's the main reason I don't like to let go, is because I feel like I'm going to miss something.
Mm-hmm.
Or maybe I'm reading signs wrong where
Mm-hmm.
I think I should let go and I probably shouldn't, or I should.
Mm-hmm.
But it's just an unknown that's very,
unknown.
very scary.
Mm-hmm. The fucking unknown. Like, who wants to go in blinded? It's like, wait, dang, I shouldn't have did that. Because I'm so hard on myself when it comes to like doing something and doing it right and being right about something or someone.
Yeah.
And if I turn out to be like, dang, that person wasn't a bitch, or dang, he was really a nice guy, now I'm kicking myself in the ass because I let it go.
And a lot of times when we should let something go or someone, we talk ourselves out of letting them go. Like, we try to find every excuse to keep them around when really we should, check them deuces. So why do you think it's so hard? Or why it's so important? I'm sorry. Why it's so important?
So why is letting go so important? I think that letting go is important for your own sanity, honestly, because if you're already in a negative thought, or if that person or thing is putting a negative impact on your life and you know it, and then you continue to stay, it's just like eventually it's just gonna go downhill. Even, and it could be something letting go for like something good or something bad, like y'all not on the same wave or whatever the case may be. It don't even have to be a setback. It's just that person or that thing is not for you. It doesn't make you happy. It doesn't feed your soul. It's just not compatible whatsoever.
Right.
So I think that's why it's important, because your sanity is important. You need that to be happy. You need that to be stress free. You need that to be a parent. You need that to be a good friend, a good lover, whatever the case may be. Even if it's a job, you come home snapping out every fucking day. Like, just let it go.
Yeah.
Because it's going to ruin everything else good that you have.
Mental health is really important when it comes to...
Yo, your cat is really funny.
You see this? This is crazy.
Okay, I'm gonna stop. I'm done. Okay, go.
But it's really bad, though.
Your cat has mental health.
No, he really does. This is really a form of abuse.
It is.
But yeah, so I feel the same way again. My mental health is always affected when it's time to let go.
And you know what, that little person in your head is just like, yeah.
And then you make yourself feel like you're wrong for leaving someone alone too. That's another thing that I find myself doing outside of not knowing what the outcome will be. I be feeling like, were you really the problem? Like,
I don't never feel like
Sometimes it depends on what it is.
But that's not a bad thing,
especially
though,
when it's not
because that's a
the
part
proper
of
closure.
Yeah, closure is really big to me. I feel like everyone deserves closure, whether they were the problem, like whether you were the victim or whether they were the victim. I feel like closure is necessary in any situation once you let go.
And see, you feel like is situations where a person is able to be blamed. I just be feeling like nobody is to blame. I feel like it's an equal share of, a problem. Two people can't work whatever they got going out, like in a relationship.
Really?
Yeah.
That's too much accountability.
Because let's just say a man cheating, but you really love him, and you know it's wrong. You probably should let him go, but you don't let him go, so you give him chance after chance after chance. He cheated. That was his wrong act. But you staying was wrong too. So how can you be mad for you accepting him doing this in the first place? But then when he keep doing it, you mad? No, that's what I mean. Like, it's equal thing.
But I think that's not like a form of account. It's nothing for you to be accountable for, because at the end of the day, it's either you stay because you you just had it in your heart, which is the slow side of us when you're in love, that this person is really going to change because of what he says. You put your faith in his words and what he says he's going to do to change, and he doesn't change. You can't blame yourself for that, because
you shouldn't blame yourself,
but you don't take no fault in that, is what I'm saying. That's more of a reason for you to walk away, and to walk away gracefully, to me.
So just because there's a why doesn't mean that you can't hold yourself accountable. Like, we can make excuses all day. That don't mean that we didn't play a part in it.
Of enabling him?
Yeah, by staying.
But that was a good why. You're not the bad. He's still the bad. He or she is still the bad guy. You're not the bad guy. Now,
no, you're not the bad guy. But
now you can't. After a while, I guess it would be the same thing, because now if you continue to stay, you can't really continue to blame him only.
Yeah, but everybody don't feel like that. Most people feel like, I forgave you last time, you did it again, and then they said and feel like, I don't know. Cheating is different. I feel like both people was able to be blamed.
Really? So what if you was a great woman at home, cooking, cleaning, and he just dogged you out?
Just because you were part of the blame don't mean you weren't great in the situation. You accepted something.
Right.
That's the same thing as when, when someone is abusing you verbally or physically. If you let them slide their first time, they're going to continue to do it because you let them get away with it the first time. We make excuses over and over and over for people's bad behavior.
So what if I'm just thinking about scenarios. What if it was like, I was just talking about this with my brother on the phone. What if it was something that they seen growing up, and that's all they know?
It doesn't make it any less of a situation where accountability has to be in there, and they played a part in it. That doesn't mean they're wrong. It just means you had a hand in this too. So a lot of times we might not know we should walk away, like,
right like away. What if they really?
We might feel like we gotta stay, like marriage. We feel like we gotta stay in it because we vowed to do this.
Not in 2024.
Yeah,
them papers
exactly.
Is signed, baby.
But we feel like we have, or our family is gonna look at us a certain way if we walk away. Like, no, everybody has a hand in. At least I feel like most times people have a hand in the demise of their situation.
Yeah, and then some people they use that and pry on it, and it's not only in relationships; it's also in friendships or partnerships or
don't
whatever
start me on
shit.
Friendship.
I'm just saying, whatever ship you on, whatever ship you on. Some people, they study you, right? And then they master that shit, and they know where to play with you, where to toy with you, how to get you to do this, how to get you to do that, what get you at your lowest, get you at your highest. Like, people really study you, and some people, malicious people, will study you to fuck with you, and to just watch you and study you for a very, very long time, just to shit on you in the end. It's quite terrible. I know that's more of a reason for me to let go.
No, for real.
Pay attention to the signs. Like, see those red flags.
Okay, so
I guess we're already rambling about.
No, that's fine. So, have you had a relationship or a friendship that you had to let go of that was really difficult?
Yeah, one of each.
Really?
It was
So let me ask
hard.
you, which one you think is harder? Friendship breakups
Friendship.
or yes,
Friendship.
I agree. Friendship breakups are
Friendship,
different.
because we like this.
Yeah,
Locked in. You gonna leave me hanging, bitch? I
I
was about
got
to
you.
say.
I'm sorry, baby.
So friendships is like, you know everything. Not, and it's not the same in a relationship, like, because when I'm in a relationship with a man, I'm still gonna hold myself like a woman. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna carry myself a certain type of way. When I'm around my friends, like, for example, I won't get pissy drunk around my significant other, but I will around my friends. Mm-hmm. It's just, I don't know. I just want that person to see that side of me.
Yeah.
Don't think I'm just lying about. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm not also gonna give up faith. Like at the same time, you know. Mm-hmm. But with my friends, it's just hard because they are really there for every moment of your fucking life.
And friends be knowing everything.
They know everything, and I always say, like, I've had a few friendships where that chapter was just closed. It's no bad blood. It's no, oh, fuck that bitch or whatever. And until this day, it's a lot of shit that I know about that person that I would never say just because we don't fuck with each other.
How long were your friends though?
Let me think. I want to say for like 9 years, like 8-9 years.
Okay.
And still.
So was that a high school friend?
Come on, I'm not saying all that. It was just a friend for a very long fucking time. But that shit still is the hardest thing because no matter what, you could have a friend and bitches could be like, oh, fuck that bitch or whatever. You still randomly will think about that person, whether like, I wonder if she alright. I wonder if she ever succeeded in this or that. Depending on how it ended. If it didn't end really, really bad and it was just like, all right, something just happened and it just whatever. And she never did nothing to you to hurt you or put you in harm's way or put your shit out there or be nasty or fuck you, man. I don't know. It's just you still gonna have that in the back of your mind, like, it just didn't work out. It just didn't work out. Oh gosh, she about to be a real sag. I pray for everybody, child. Whether we friends or not, whether that's my nigga or not, like I still want to see you with, because I'm with it. Okay.
See, I don't wish bad on anyone.
Yeah.
But I definitely.
But some people will let go and wish bad.
I don't think about. So I had a friend breakup, and that person was my friend. That was a childhood friend. Like, I mean, first grade. The problem is, to this day, I couldn't tell you why we're not friends. The situation is so oddly weird.
You feel like it was petty and it could have been resolved?
I can't even call it petty because I don't know what the problem is. And that's
not closure, see?
Yeah, exactly.
So does that make you feel eerie?
So I think I went through every emotion possible, mostly anger and irritation, because it's like, what the fuck happened? I don't like not knowing why something is going bad or why something ended. Like, I need to know something, or at least have an idea. I couldn't tell you the slightest reason why we're not friends today. But do I think about the person? I do think about her.
Yeah.
Because it's just like,
she still played a big chapter in your life.
And time flies.
Yeah.
So it's like, when you think about how long it's been, it's like, damn, like, I feel like this shit just happened.
That was your sister. After a while, that becomes your sister.
So it's like, it's really messed up, and
it's so unfortunate.
I feel like I dealt with that more like a death than a breakup.
Really?
Yeah, it was hurtful.
She's still alive.
Yeah, but I would never talk to her again.
Really?
I don't see it.
Why?
I don't see how.
But why?
I used to wonder, like, the most I feel like I could say.
All right, so what if you was in the grocery store right now and you're walking down aisle 10 and she's coming the opposite way with her cart? It's colliding. It's passing. Still.
No, my cart is going to go this way.
You're going to turn around?
Yeah.
Wow.
I don't got nothing to say. I mean, the most I feel like I want to hear is the why, what happened, because I feel like I deserve to know that at least.
Everybody's deserving to know.
Because if I'm wrong about something, then I would like to know what I'm wrong about.
So you want to make sure it happens again.
But I really don't. We didn't have any issue for us to not talk. So then with that, it created other thoughts like, damn, was there envy involved? Was she ever really my friend? It started making me think of little moments throughout the friendship where I'm like questioning, well, why was the behavior like this? Maybe the behavior was like this all these years because she never really liked me. Like when I say I didn't throw I went through every emotion possible.
So do you ever think about the good times y'all had?
No, it's hard to think about the good times because I'm so mad at her. I really I'm mad. I feel like you owe me at least you could have at least said, you know what? I feel like, you know, our time has come and passed for our friendship. I wish you the best in life. But I just feel like we in two different spaces in life. The same way you would do with a breakup. Right. I'm fine with that. At least I know
it's two females.
It was a mutual understanding. But to just stop talking to me and I don't know why. Yeah, that's weird.
So and it was like at the time mine's happened, I was going through a lot of shit. And this person I would talk to every single day.
Yeah, me too.
It was like I'll call you every morning. Every single day. So I think it's like, it was more like a damn fool. I really needed you. Like if I was a suicidal bitch at that time, like in life period, like if I was really, really weak-minded, because I was, and maybe sometimes I'd be like, dang, was I dependent on her too much? Because I do have sisters. But it was just like she knew how to talk me off of a ledge. She knew, even though I do have sisters and they're amazing, like I just wanted her in particular. In that moment, it was a lot of shit. And it was like, well, I just felt shut out when I needed you the most. And I actually said that. Like, I really needed you. And another thing that I don't like, this is a really, 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 I'm really a hose over bro type girl. I am. I'm not saying you can't talk to your man or go on trips with your man or whatever. Like when you get in a relationship, I know I'm not going to talk to you every day, and I won't take that personal because I expect for you to. Now you got to pour into another person, like.
And I'm a pour.
Well, just make sure I still get my cup.
I got a cup for you. I really do.
Keep my cup. It could be half full or half empty. I'm okay with that. That's like if you have a new baby, you're gonna be tired. Like, it's just a thing, but still give me, like, if I'm going through something, you have to be there.
Yeah.
It's like sure. It's like a mandatory key friend code. Like, you gotta be there.
Yeah. It's just a different feeling when you have that person that you literally don't they don't judge you on anything and you could just relax.
And you could really be you 1,000%. Yes. And not be judged or not be shamed or like, me and you, we condoning each other's bullshit a lot. But when we tripping, bitch, it's like, all right now, babe, I don't know.
Yeah, that's one thing I will say. We will check each other in a heartbeat.
Yeah, we will. And it's like, but we still condone each other's bullshit. So how does that work? Because I should ask you a question about a guy. Never mind, child. I'm going to figure that part out, though. All right, so what about people in your inner circle? Like, people you were raised with, people you collab with. Like, what about if you feel like they are putting a damp on something that you're trying to succeed in? How about letting go? How would you feel about letting go? Or have you let go? It's so ironic that we talk about this right now.
I can't say that I've let anyone go within my family. What I did let go is the bad habits and them taking advantage of me. Like I never was really a person who said no. Like I would do anything. Even when I'm really not able to do it, I'll find a way for a person or for my family. So but I had to realize that it was never being reciprocated. So and on top of it not being reciprocated, it was taking so much from me that it was hurting me in my life. And when I needed those same people, they weren't there anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, all right, now I have to decide how I'm gonna handle this. And
Going
I'm like,
forward.
I'm not gonna let this person or that person go out of my life, because at the end of the day, we share the same blood, and some people, they're the reason you're here. So it's like, we're still gonna remain the same, except for the fact I can't keep on digging you out of your holes, and then when I'm reaching out of my hole, you're not there to help me. And I just don't like.
What if they can't help you though?
There's no such thing.
What if?
See,
give me an example.
Most time people associate in helping someone with finances. Finances is not always the cure to.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sometimes you just need to know that you have that person when you need them. Someone to talk to. Someone to just sit there and cry with. Someone to tell you, listen, do this and this might work for you. Like, it can be anything. It is not always about money.
And they so wrapped in, like, I feel like people like that, and it don't have to be family. Sometimes it is family because they comfortable. So when they get comfortable, oh, Nikki's just going through, because I'm a very emotional person. You know that. When I'm extra, bitch, I'm extra. Like the bubble gum. She just going through one of her things again. Like, she just tripping again. I just call her tomorrow. She all right. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't dismiss my feelings. That's with anything and anybody, because I would never do that to anybody that I'm really, really close to. My sister will tell you, don't talk about my friends. Don't talk about my man who I'm with at the time, because I'm defending. Don't talk about my sisters, because I'm defending. I'm not a physical combative person, but I'm shutting the shit down. So I expect somebody to do that for me in return. And when it comes to my inner circle, like, no, my inner circle is very small on purpose.
Yeah.
Because after a while, to keep up with all of that is it's just too much. Because eventually it's gonna get messy. Like, if your circle is big, that's too much. That's too much people to worry about. Now you can't pour into yourself. That's too much people to financially help if they need it. And then eventually those people are going to rely on you to just be the breadwinner, the head honcho, the person I can always go to. But what about me when I need to go to you? So that's how I feel about. And when it comes to business, I haven't dealt with that yet, because I'm just now starting to dip into that.
Wait, letting go of what in business?
I haven't dealt with any, like, partnership.
Okay.
To say that I had to let somebody go in business, but I imagine me in business, if I have to let somebody go, they really did some fucked up shit. Like some backdoor shit.
Not
Or
necessarily.
if they really, like, if they're hindering my business from growing in some type of way.
Yeah.
You gotta go.
Or if y'all view the steps differently. Like, if y'all not in it the same way, it's not gonna be.
I feel like you can meet at the middle with that though. Some people, if they're open, to it.
Yeah.
Now, if you got the ones who cocky and just like, no, this is how it's gonna go. This is the way, and not open minded to, okay, well, let's try this way. Let's go this way. Let's take these stairs. These stairs is broken. Let's try. Like, you have to be open minded when it comes to that, and that's where a lot of people fail.
Yeah. Well, that's why I always said I didn't think it was smart for me to, like, do business with people I love, because I never wanted it to, like, put a strain on our personal relationship.
I don't think it would if that's your.
It shouldn't, but I know how to control myself where I can separate the two. I don't feel like
Everybody
people
can't do that. I can't do that.
People are going to be in
their
feelings.
I'm one of them. I can't do that. I did business. Well, it was a helping with somebody else that I really, really knew. With getting something, and I was supposed to get something in return, and I just cut her off because I feel like if you do me dirty like that, I feel like it trickles into the family side to where it's like, so you really don't care. Like, say if you owe me something, I gave you something, right? You're supposed to give me money in return, or whatever the case may be. I don't know. Watch my kids for 2 days because I'm going through it. Like, you don't care about me as a person. You don't care about me financially if I can feed my kids, and you don't care about me mentally those 2 days I needed you because I'm really going through it. You just worried about self.
Yeah.
So when you a self-absorbed person, a person who's whatever, this look good, yeah, da 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 da, and then when the money comes, they act funny. Like I can't, I just can't. That's an instant cutoff. I don't care who the fuck you are. I'm done. You got hair in your mouth? Yes, child. Just get it. God, that's like the ring. It's like that. Okay, so what about God? What about bad habits? Letting go bad habits. I feel like when I get older, it's gonna hit me like for real.
Bad habits.
I'm still working on that. Honestly,
I feel like we're gonna always work on it.
Yeah.
I mean, when you get into repeating certain things over and over, you just comfortable. It becomes second nature. You don't even. Well, it's hard to break them, but that's why the one bad habit I broke was allowing my family to depend on me financially, but me not being able to depend on them financially. So that was definitely
that is a bad habit because it drains you after a while.
A lot, and it's hurtful because it's like I only hear from you when you want something from me. But when I'm drowning in whatever I got going on, and I'm just waiting to see who's gonna come check on me, it's never them. It's always my friends.
Or strangers.
And matter of fact, probably strangers more. Because strangers, for whatever reason, they recognize this shit so easily. They be like, you look different. You sound different. You okay? Like, because I'm good at that now. I'm good at picking up when somebody's mental is off. So, yeah, that was one of my bad habits. What else? What else? I ain't going to get into the toxic behavior.
Why? That's a bad habit. That is a bad habit.
So I don't want to bring that up to me because I never ever went and seeked out toxic people or situations.
They just come to you?
Yeah.
But you don't think like-minded people attract each other? I'm just asking. I'm just asking.
I think that
because your person is a reflection of you.
I feel like I attracted a certain situation at a time in my life where I probably did need to see some shit in myself. So honestly, I probably would agree with that. Because what I will say, that situation was the most toxic one I've ever experienced or probably even heard about.
And you experienced it?
Okay, that shit was crazy.
So how was it letting go of that?
Oh, that was not easy. That took years.
Really?
But it wasn't the person.
Why?
Because I don't think I ever understood. It took me a long time to understand what that situation was. Because it's like, how can a person who does all these great things for you and with you, this person know what you need before you need it. This person adores you, but on the opposite end,
so how did it get toxic?
That's some different type shit. That's some different type shit. I don't want to use that term.
Devil wrap up in the prettiest.
No, real shit. Because it's like, how can you be this great, but then do all this horrible shit
to you?
To me,
in the same token?
Yes.
Jesus Christ, I've never had that.
Yeah, it's like I don't think I ever understood what was really going on. So
I think, and especially in the 20-somethings, you really just figuring it out. You think you got, because you're an adult now, you can pay bills and blah, 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 blah. And especially if your parents, my parents make that shit look easy. This is the way it is. You know what I'm, so when that relationship was very hard. Toxic, I don't know.
I didn't.
It became toxic. So did it start off toxic?
Now that I look back at it, yeah. I just didn't see it. Like,
oh, it turned you on. Go ahead and say it.
No.
It made your pussy.
When I think about it, all the red flags were there. So I always make the joke, and I really be like, I was literally playing flag football because all of them was there. It wasn't a green sign in sight.
All of them were red.
Everything was red to stop. And my ass went
dodging.
I'm dodging them, going in, and it just got worse and worse. It was so bad. It was so bad.
So how did it affect you mentally when you walked away? And I'm gonna answer mine when you're done.
I went through depression.
What did you do during that depression? And how'd you get out of it?
Me going through that was a big part of when I gained weight. I had gained weight. I never wanted to really be around people. I went through a period of, celibacy or abstinence.
You shut everything and everybody out.
I was not attracted to anyone or anything. I just felt like I was constantly walking around with the devil on me.
Really?
Like by being engaged with that person. Yeah. Like I just felt
No, I'm talking about once you disconnected from that person.
Yeah.
So it's just you and yourself.
So we broke up early on in a situation, but even years, it took, I think 2 years after we weren't even together. I was still healing from that situation. That shit was crazy.
Damn.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay, so
I don't think that I think that it was just because it was something I never experienced. And that's why I don't like to say, oh, that can never be me. I don't do that no more. Yeah, if you ever notice, I don't do that shit no more.
No. Because I hate that word. Actually.
Everything I went through, I was that person that that cannot be me. That bitch dumb. She what? Please let a nigga try me do. I would not stand for it, and bitch, I stood up tall for it. Okay, for a long time.
Sit those down.
Yeah. I said, "Oh, this was happening. All right, that's cool." Whole time it's like, bitch, why did you just accept it?
Yeah.
What is wrong with you?
Yeah.
That's not even you.
It's the looking back at it for me. I just be like,
I didn't recognize myself. Like I really wanted like two pieces of shit out of myself back then because why did you accept it?
If you could talk to the past person.
It's no talk. It's socking you. Because what the fuck did you do? How dare you allow this in your fucking space? It was horrible. It was horrible.
So when do you feel like you overcame that? So what helped you get out of your depression?
Spirituality.
Yeah.
I got much more into that, meditating, just researching, like researching zodiac and understanding like how we're designed and how we get our signs and how important our birthdays are and what they mean. Yeah, like all that shit means something. So I got into that. What else I was doing? Journaling. I went to therapy for a short time. Loved it. I forgot why I stopped.
Because a lot of Black people think that therapy.
I think therapy it works and it's super healthy whether you're going through something or you're not going through anything at all. I think is a really great tool to use to help you navigate everyday life. So, but yeah, that's
my bad habits.
And honestly, my introduction to the spiritual stuff was you.
Oh yeah. Came at the right time.
You did.
And was in it too.
You really you came in at the tail end of that situation and everything.
So the whole time I'm sitting here and now I know exactly what you're talking about. I'm like, what the fuck is she talking about? Like, wait, are we keeping secrets here? But now I know what you're talking about. Yeah. I seen that. I seen that turmoil towards the end.
Yeah. It was bad.
Yeah. Now that I seen that. So I guess I know how you healed it. You got to talk about it. But mental is definitely a number one. But my bad habits, I would say my bad habits is when something go wrong. I used to blame the other person a lot. Like, I didn't do it because I did this and I did that. And when I really reflected, even with my kid's dad, it was a lot of shit that happened. And I used to blame him, like, Because you. So one day I just sat there, right? No, I think something, I was watching a movie or something, and I'm just like, dang, that bitch is annoying. So I'm sitting there and I'm just like, dang. And it was a person that I wasn't, pretty fond of. And I started seeing a lot of shit that person was doing and played a part in why, we separated. It made it made it happen faster. I'm going to say that. It just accelerated it. It was going to happen regardless, but it accelerated. Mm-hmm. And I really called him and I said, you know what, I apologize. Like I called, even if we went together, I was just sitting there thinking, I'm the type of person to think, and I got to call you and I got to tell you. I tell you all the time, I got to get this shit off my chest, whether it's something good or bad or something that I played a part in. So now I'm learning how to take accountability for something that, or if I'm being a bitch, or if I was wrong. Even with my sisters, like they were like, she made me cry the other day. But I was just like, oh, you're wrong, click. And then I called back and I had my coffee. I was like, fucking bitch. Let me call her. All right, ho, I'm sorry. Dang, you was right. Because you don't be wanting to hear that shit at that time. Yeah. So it's like, to me, I used to be the one to feel my feelings or shut the fuck up. Like, this is about me. I'm right. You're wrong. I'm big. You're small. I'm like, that was me. I was fucking Matilda's dad. Shit. But, when it comes to me, when I went through my breakup, and I had a breakup, and I'm saying with my first, and that one was hard because I was young, and the way, like, the betrayal was just like, damn fool, that's fucked up. Because he was like I trusted him. First, I told you to take my virginity. Like, he was my real friend. Like, laugh and play all day. So I felt safe with that person. And the betrayal was bad. And even after it happened, we were still messing with each other like 3 years down the line. We just was never together. So he was still around in the background or whatever. But I think once you get older and you understand, when you start building yourself as a person, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, physically, all of that shit, and you really know your self-worth, it's like, that's when you want to beat your past person up. Yeah. But you wasn't that person back then. And you don't know until you get out of that situation of what you really got going on for yourself. Yeah. The recent breakup, when I was saying about my friend, that I wanted there, that shit was fucking hard, okay? And when kids are involved, it just makes it more complex because you can't walk away. I'm so used to just saying, fuck it, click, block, walk away. You cannot walk away. You have to face this person. Mm-hmm. You have to talk to this person. Mm-hmm. You have to deal with this person forever. Yeah. Even when the kids get older, because they're going to get married, they're going to graduate. You still have to be in this person's space that you are so upset with and that you don't want to have no dealings with at that time because it was so fucked up. So that was the hard part for me, and just like really mentally taking it all in and knowing how to deal with it, because I didn't know how to. And still to this day is a learning process. But just getting that hate out of your heart is the hardest part.
It was today for me.
Yeah. Yeah, you tell them what happened 2 days ago. It's the hate in your heart for that person.
But why hate though?
Come on, bitch. I hate you. Oh, bitch, that's me. I'm quick to say I hate you.
So here's the thing. This is what we said earlier about not blaming a person. So with my toxic situation, he was horrible. Mm-hmm. But I accept the part I played in it. And
what part did you feel like you played?
I put up with a lot of shit that I should have. And it wasn't a assumption. You know how when we assume our man is cheating, or we assume our man is doing some shit, you don't have it confirmed, so you stick around with that thought in the back of your mind. I feel like everything was in my face, like all up in my face.
But you can't blame yourself.
I don't blame myself.
Love is blind.
In that way, though, I blame myself for not doing what I needed to, what I was raised to do. And like I said, I knew better. I was in a long relationship before that. So that wasn't the best either. But it was certain shit that I handled it totally different. With this situation, it was like he got to do whatever he wanted. with me. Like,
mm-hmm.
and I
he
dealt
had
with
his
it.
way.
But what I'm saying is, because of that situation, I feel like that situation made me who I am today. Like,
but you know, once you get out of that emotion, but while it's happening, while it's still fresh, let me tell you why. I'm gonna be blatantly honest. I hated that person because, for one, when you sacrifice a lot, not saying that other person don't sacrifice neither, but when you really deteriorate from everything and sacrifice certain shit for a person, whether it's a friend, a man, your mama, your daddy, anybody, when you could have went left and had this certain type of life and lived this certain thing, and you went right because you love that person, it's some type of resentment there. You get what I'm saying? And then it's like, what makes it worse is when that person don't think they wrong, when they know they was dead. So
that's
wrong.
What was a big problem in it.
Yeah, like the fact that you just like, okay, and at first it wasn't no closure. It was just like it's just not working out. It is what it is. And we came to an agreement like, listen, I can't give you what you want. You can't give me what I want. But it's like, fuck, now I got these fucking kids. They 1 and 3.
Well, thank God I didn't have any with
you
that
get
person.
What I'm saying? So like when that's what I'm saying, when kids are involved,
I couldn't imagine
like
if we shared children
I
together.
pushed out big,
my
and
God.
I had one natural bitch, no epidural. That shit hurts. So when I give you this, you, especially when you work hard to be the best woman that you can be, you not out there talking to niggas on the side. You really was just tunnel vision on this person. So now you feel retarded a little bit because it's like, dang, while this person was out here playing, bitch, I could have been playing too. No. And then you wouldn't have been hurt. No, that's me. If I had somebody on the side, I wouldn't have been as hurt. And I'm telling you that.
You wouldn't have been as hurt, but it would have made you look bad in a sense. Because no, just you doing the same thing he doing doesn't make you look good. It might make you feel good, but
not doing it. I wouldn't care how I look though. I don't ever care how I look.
But why would you not? So you are good to that person because that's who you are as a person.
So you can be good, and especially this day and age, these bitches is having niggas on the side. We gonna talk about that in another episode. But they have niggas on the side and handling business at home, and still would kiss their husband or man. Hey babe, what's up? I'll cook you dinner. I'm telling you, it's malicious. That's just too much work for me. If I'm in love, I'm in love. If I'm with you, I'm with you. That is the thing. That's just who I am. But certain things, I feel like if you didn't risk as much, or if you didn't miss out on as much, you wouldn't resent that person as much. That's just my opinion on that.
I agree, but I feel like I didn't resent him for things that I missed out on. I actually couldn't focus on anything else. Even if I had the opportunity to do something, I didn't want to.
So did you miss upon any good opportunity while you was with him?
I can't say I did because I don't entertain.
So there's no resentment. That's like if you okay. I'm trying to give an example. Say if you was like a actress or something, right? I watched a movie the other day. This is a good example. I watched a movie the other day. They were teenagers in love, and the girl, she was a pianist, so she was playing piano. She had this major fucking gig, and she turned it down because they was going through college. She wanted to stay with her dude, get married, and have kids because she wanted a family. When they got older, the man wound up dogging her out, fucking all the bitches in the city, and they had one child. So now she thinking in the back of her head, like, man, fuck, I should have just took the opportunity to go be. You get what I'm saying?
That was literally my situation with the first one.
But that's some type of resentment, because it's like, if you wasn't ready, you should have just told me, and I could have.
But even with that, so that situation was literally what happened with my kids' situation. But they're dead. I don't resent them though. I always say to myself, like,
at that moment, you didn't resent him.
I don't no. At that moment, or even now, I really don't.
Well, now once you out of it, it's no more resentment.
So I used to bring it up, but it was never to make him feel bad. I wanted him to understand the sacrifices I made for him and our family.
They don't give a fuck.
They don't care, but that's something I had to grow and learn. So, but at the time, it was like,
talk less. That's another mental letting go. Just let go of the conversation too. Okay?
No,
just talk less, because that person is going to do what they want to do and be who they want to be, regardless of what.
That's why I don't really.
Regardless of what.
I don't do too much talking or arguing. I'm like, people are gonna be who they are.
Mm-hmm. So advice, as far as, well, I think we kind of mixed it in there. Advice as far as letting go, as far as healing wise, like the after you let go and healing. What is some advice you would give?
Well, as far as letting go, I'll say first, even if you know you should let go or you want to let go, I feel like nobody can let go or walk away from a situation until they're actually ready.
Mm-hmm.
Like nobody can tell them when it's their time to walk away. A person has literally had their feeling like, you know what, I'm fed up with this shit.
Mm-hmm.
This ain't what I want for me, and
Mm-hmm.
then they leave.
I don't think that's something you could pre-plan
You
either.
can't. You
It's
can't.
just something that just
It's
happens.
experience. You
Yeah,
just gotta go through the
it
motions.
just happens. Yeah.
But as far as healing, like I said, I am big on therapy. I think it's so great. Um, but something that a lot of us don't do, I didn't do it. I do it now though. But self love and
Mm-hmm.
self care is so important.
Mm-hmm. It's fun too
When
for
I
girls.
say it changes everything when
Mm-hmm.
you really love yourself, because
Mm-hmm.
that's what I had to realize. Like,
Your attitude,
I
your demeanor,
really,
your posture, everything.
I didn't love myself. I
Really?
didn't know my worth.
That's my fucking problem now, child.
I didn't know my worth. Like, that's why I said that toxic situation taught me a lot about myself.
Damn.
Like, I
I
changed
don't
a
ever
lot
want to
of the
be
way I
that
moved
low.
behind that.
I was hurt, bitch. But I think that's why it was easy for me to walk away because I had so much self love for myself, and I knew like, all right, you give time after time after time after time and chance after chance, but I'm conceited in a weird, unselfish way. I'm conceited with myself and the stuff that I do when I wake up every fucking morning, and you put your ass to the grinder. Like I'm just conceited when it comes to that, and knowing what I bring to the table. That's where my self love came in. The physical form, I always think I'm a bad bitch, whether I'm 100 pounds or 200 pounds, I still
Period.
could get your man. But that just that's just something that was always installed, and I do it with my daughter to this day. Like you gotta have that because a man, once they see that ounce of you look fat in that, oh my god, you know they gonna what, they gonna tear you apart, child.
Yeah.
But self-love is important. That's why I like Megan Thee Stallion. A lot of people say she a hoe, she nasty, she talk about pussy and da da da, but who letting go, I know letting go ain't a problem for Megan because she already lost the people that she really really loved for real. So it's like
Yeah.
letting go, I know it's not a problem for her because I feel like she put herself really, really up there. Now, the Tory shooter or not, I don't know. I'm kind of
You know
questioning that.
what?
But that's my bitch though, because I like her songs. All her songs speak self confidence in them. It's cockiness, but it's a lot of self confidence.
um, what is it? How's it helped you? Wait, what's this about?
What?
You wrote this one, right?
We already talked about it throughout the thing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
wrap
I
this part up.
mean,
Clap.
girl, for what? I ain't worried about that. This is as real as it's gonna get. Um,
So yeah, well, I guess that's a good question though. How has it helped you once you let go? You realize your value.
yes.
You
What?
realize it was a piece of shit, or she was a piece of shit, or they missed out on a good thing.
As far as a
Not
relationship,
always, no.
as far as a
I don't never would
relationship,
think
I
no
feel
shit like
like
that.
they got. I feel like they got what they needed me from
It was a
that
chapter.
time in their life, and I got what I needed from them.
hmm
For me,
hmm
it was, a hurtful situation to go through, but like I said, I came out on top for real
hmm
because the way I am today,
hmm
I don't, I thought I was already carrying myself like this, but
hmm
no, like before I was a girl, I'm a woman now.
hmm
That's what I can say.
hmm
But as far as a friendship breakup, how I feel now is I forgive the situation,
hmm
and I felt like with her as well. She probably did what she felt was best for her at the time, and maybe she couldn't face me, you know, because it could be hurtful, you know, to tell somebody.
Some people don't know how to.
Right. So it's like I had to learn to just accept it for what it is, and now, you know, I do wish her well. I hope everything's going great, but for me, I'm at peace with all that. And whatever is supposed to happen will happen.
I feel like the people who's in my life right now is supposed to be. Yeah. And I feel like the position that everybody play in my life is supposed to be like that. So make way for my new man. It's like, no.
No. Open this clear path.
I just moved it.
So he can, it's okay. So he can come in and just be like,
lay it out.
Grab your shit and let's go.
Oh, God. Guess I'm
ready.
Putting this up for rent.
But I'm ready.
No, for real. I think it helped me mentally to be more open-minded when it comes to people's feelings and their emotions and why they do things, and like just to be more understanding of why the shit happened, not just to go automatically and attack. It definitely helped me to be a go-getter. It's fucked up to say, but you really can't depend on nobody. And that was me. I used to be real codependent. I'm not like that no more. And in the next relationships that I go into, whether it's with friends or with a significant other, I'm not doing that. I want to be a +1 add-on to the person I'm with, and I want to be a +1 add-on to my friends. Whether it's you want to have fun that night, you want to get fucked up that night, you want to do coke that night, you want to it's whatever, you know. What I tell you, I'm the wrong. I don't judge. I am so judge free. It's a scary thing. You'd be like, "What's this bitch?" I don't judge people because who am I to judge? But focus on your mental health and just know that it's okay. It's okay if you just want to lay in the bed all day. It's okay if you decide to go sell pussy today. It's okay. It's just you always. I know I go left every time. I would laugh. I had to one time because it got too serious, and I don't like serious conversations. But it's okay. Like, we are human, and it is okay. It's okay to tell a person, "Hey, I fucks with you, but this shit is not working, bro. Yeah. You draining for sure. Me. You are draining. You
gotta protect your energy.
Protect your energy, and just know that it's okay. And if that person get into defense mode and start attacking you, whether it's verbally or physically, the bitch was ready to go anyway, and you did it sooner. And I want to end it with something my brother said, because I was asking him about letting it go. He's Aquarius for real. His mind is like in a solar eclipse somewhere, because the way he think is just like, what, my nigga? But he said something, and it was just like, oh yeah, I'm gonna tell him. So my ending with letting go is to let go and let live.
I like that.
Touche. Thanks, Neville. Yeah, let go and let live, and you really start living when you let go bad shit. Is that weight?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Because my life's been great since I let go of all that.
Yeah. You smiled a lot more. You stopped listening to all these fucking depressing ass love songs.
Oh no, I still listen to love songs.
But they're not the hurt ones, though.
In the car.
They're not the hurt holes.
No, because I can't relate.
Period. Me neither. That's letting go.
All right. That was today's episode of The Open Floor. You guys can subscribe, comment. I'm going to have to cut that part out because that's crazy.
Okay. Subscribe, like, comment, do it share. All. Like, just do all the things. Okay? Do all of them. Y'all know what's up. Like the pic. Comment. Y'all gotta comment more. Yeah. Give me some questions. Like, y'all don't want to know what we thinking. So we did get some questions, but they didn't fit today's topic. Okay, so they want to talk about the piss in the dating pool. So be on the lookout for that episode. I'm gonna start dating. I'm gonna tell y'all how my first date went too, and be bluntly honest, and hopefully the person don't follow me.